So we got a lot to talk about in regards to what we have now in the PC realm. We got so many handhelds now. It's hard to choose from, and I'd only have one of these products. I only have one, so I have a very biased opinion, and I can say that out loud. I can be extremely honest about it. I have a super biased opinion. And until we get Steam on the other devices, I'm going to continue to have a biased opinion about it. Okay? But anyways, should I say the Steam OS? Steam Deck OS, right? Steam Deck OS. Anyways, guys, the MSI Claw 8, I just saw a recent review on it by Wolfden. You guys probably know who that is. He's a big YouTuber. Got way more subscribers than I do. So I watched one of his videos anyways, and he is talking about the device. And it does have an LCD display, which I have no personal problem with. I think what steers a lot of people away and they start going toward Steam Deck realm is because the Steam Deck does have an OLED version. And obviously it looks way better than any LCD screen you can have. But anyways, that's what steers people away. I feel like a lot of people who I've talked to, it steers them away because most of the PC handhelds that we see nowadays still operate under LCD screens. But yeah, that's besides the point. I saw him do this review of the MSI Claw 8, and I'm looking at that thing. I think it's called the MSI Claw AI, or MSI Claw 8 AI Plus. Horrible name, but but beautiful looking system. I love it. It looks like an old retro sort of style to it. And a lot of people say that the RGBs look tacky or look stupid or whatever. I'm not one of those people. I actually really enjoy RGBs on my devices. I think it looks super sick, but that's just me. But anyways, yeah. So I'm looking at him doing this review and I'm like, man, that looks sick. That looks amazing. It's performs really well. I guess apparently he went to one of the one of the events that they invited him to. He tested out the MSI Claw 8 there, and it was lagging and it wasn't working properly. But when he got his review model shipped out to him, they actually fixed all of those problems, and the firmware or whatever they did updated in such a way that everything worked flawlessly. I mean, he was able to play Marvel's Rivals with I think he was able to play that game flawlessly. Obviously, with these systems, they have the Intel processors that are, I think, up to date with what you see now in modern computers, modern PCs. So they're able to play even the hardest of games in AAA games like Call of Duty Black Ops 6, should I say. And these are the types of games that I would be so happy to have played and have access to. And I'm so upset that I bought it for the PlayStation 5 because it's under a paywall. I need to have PlayStation Plus in order to play any of my content, it's extremely stupid. But that's besides the point. That's for another video. I actually made a video on how upset I was about that. Check it out if you want. If you want to be upset with me and you just want to rant with me, yeah, definitely come through. But yeah, so these handhelds right now are able to play all the games that you could imagine, and the Steam Deck is just a little buddy. He's the budget-friendly guy who can do some of the games. He can play 80%, maybe 70% of the library. But when it comes to those bigger AAA games, he's just not quite there, And hey, give him his flowers. He's a good dude. He's a nice guy. The Steam Deck, he's the friend that he will always be there. You know what I'm saying? He's just that guy, and he's relevant still. He's awesome. He's a good dude, solid guy. But he just doesn't make the cut when it goes into those higher, more powerful games. And it's for me, I have no problem with it, because if I really wanted to play all these games, I can just download them on my PlayStation 5, and I will have no problem with that. So for me in particular, I have no problem. But I'm thinking about the people who only have one system. They only could pick one. And if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't get the Steam Deck if all I could get was one system. although all of the other ones do operate on Windows, which, listen to me, man. I love the UI and the Steam Deck OS. That is one of the best selling points for me when it comes to the Steam Deck. I think that without it, it really loses a lot of its appeal, because it's so simple to use. It's like when you open up a Nintendo Switch, you just open it up and you're able to play your games. You know, you don't gotta go through all this stuff just to play your games. But when it comes to the Rogue Ally X, you know, or playing on the MSI Claw or even the Lenovo Go, you know, they don't necessarily have the most intuitive UI or the most intuitive OSs, and it's just not, you know, it's not the same experience that is fluid like the Steam Deck or a Nintendo Switch or any console, you know. So for me, if I had to choose still, like I was saying before, I still would choose something like a Rogue Ally X or the MSI Claw 8 that just came out. I think it just came out, and I think that that's honestly the best bet for somebody who has one choice, one system. Because if you don't have access to a PlayStation 5, or you don't have access to these other systems, and this is going to be your one end-all be-all system that you're going to have, and you're not going to purchase any other ones, then you're going to be able to play basically almost every single game that you could imagine in your mind. You know, you're not going to worry about, you know, the battery life too is going to be a lot better. From what I'm understanding, the battery life is way better than a Steam Deck. Especially if you're getting the LCD model. The LCD model's Steam Deck battery, you just look at it and the battery dies. You look at the Steam Deck and 3 seconds later you lost 5%. You know, it's just what you gotta, you take what you get, you know, and you get what you get, you know, and you don't get upset. That's what they used to say in school, you know what I'm saying? So, but no, you know, and it's not, for me in particular, it's not a big problem because I sit next to a charger. And when I'm playing a Steam Deck, I just plug my Steam Deck in while I'm playing, and I never have any problems when it comes to losing battery life, because it just doesn't go away. It just stays at 100 every time, because all I'm doing is playing connected to a power source, you know? But for those people that do really love battery life and they love being able to play all the games that they want to play, you know, on one device only, then yeah, definitely get a Steam Deck. I'm just kidding. Definitely get a Rogue Ally X or a Lenovo Go. Even though the Lenovo Go I hear is very loud. Or you can get the MSI Claw 8 that just came out. I mean, the pay to entry is quite big. It's a big difference compared to getting a Steam Deck. You know, I'm talking twice the price, bro. Twice the price. You know, you're gonna be able to the entry level to get the Steam Deck. You're looking at like $350. You know, $400. And then to get the LCD or to get the OLED display model, $500. Okay, yeah, that's normal. We're used to that. We buy systems like the PlayStation 5. We buy PlayStation, whatever. We buy the Xbox Series X, and you know the Nintendo Switches. We're used to that. We're used to $400 to $500, right? Well, let's talk about a $900 price. Or there's some that are about $1,000. You know, and yeah, I don't know about you, bro, but I'm not packing. I don't got the stacks in my closet like that, you know. We don't have I'm not packing. That was major pause. I'm not gonna lie, but hey man, y'all don't need to know nothing. Anyways. major pause. But you know, my closet, I don't have that much stacks of money that I could just be throwing twice the amount I would pay for a Steam Deck OLED for another handheld device, you know. It's just not what I have, you know, and I think the majority of people would say the same for them. You know, we're just hardworking citizens in America or wherever country you're in, and most people are just not going to be able to afford the devices that cost around that price range. $1,000, that's as much as you pay for your phone, and even that's too much. Sometimes, I'm still on the iPhone 13. What is it? We're at the 17 right now. I don't even know how many iPhones came out yet. All right, by now, you know, and excuse me. You know, I think that honestly, like, when it comes to these devices, that's the only downside to it. You get a lot. You get what you pay for. You truly do. But to get, and that's the thing too. I could have this rant all day long. If you're gonna pay $1,000, you might as well just go buy a PC. You might as well just go buy yourself a PC. But you're not gonna be able to obviously play the games on, on the go because you get a PC. But still, man, like you're spending $1,000. You could get probably a better PC with better specs for the same price that you're gonna spend for that handheld device. But see, look, I'm talking myself out of this idea of still purchasing the. So you know what? I go back on my decision. I would rather still get a Steam Deck and just buy like a MacBook Mini, or what is that called? A MacBook Mini, right? No, a Mac Mini, MacBook Mini. I'm saying all of it in one. Like the Mac Minis, they're $500, but you can surf the web, you can edit your videos, you can do this A, B, C, and D. And then you can have the Steam Deck for $350, and then you can just play it on the side. You still only spent about $800, and you got both a PC, or you got both a computer, and you got a handheld device that you can play the majority of your games. And then I think it's powerful enough now. What, the M4? Why did I do that? Anyways, see, ADD, bro. Anyways, the new Mac Mini has an M4 processor, which is able to do, it's able to do a lot, and it's powerful. So you can technically play the games that you want to play on it. And I know that they have this sort of beta version of the Steam Deck OS, where you're able to play your Steam games without having Windows on there, which is sick. So I mean, hey man, I think it's a no-brainer when it comes to and don't quote me on the last thing. I don't necessarily know for sure if you can play all your Steam games on the Mac without having to have some sort of leeway into Windows, which is not legal, I don't think. So don't do that. Don't follow me. I'm not even gonna say follow me, because I'm not doing that myself. But yeah, anyways, besides the point, I've talked myself in circles here, because it truly, as I'm thinking about it, as I'm talking about it, I'm realizing that maybe the best decision is to get a Mac Mini or a small PC, and just get or just get a PC in general and just call it a day. Get one of the regular builds of $700, $800, and then you're able to still play all your Steam games on there. Play Fortnite if you want to, Epic Games, you got access to all the other stuff. You can have Xbox Game Pass and just play it on. Man, that's sick. But anyways, the Steam Deck, yeah, you know what? I'm circling back. Steam Deck all the way, bro. You see what I did here? I really talked myself into a circle. But I mean, when you start to really think about it, then you kind of come back around a mountain. You remember, like, okay, and I will say, I will preface this. I said in the beginning of the video that I am biased because I only do have the Steam Deck. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So thank y'all for watching, man. I hope this wasn't the most stupid video ever. But you know what? I just had so much fun talking about this, and I think that, and honestly, these are helpful conversations to have with people, especially in particular who are having the difficulty in trying to figure out which devices they should be purchasing in 2025 at that. Because I mean, we're getting a lot of stuff thrown our ways just in the beginning of this year. I mean, look at the Nintendo Switch 2. That is, another device that people are going to think to themselves, hey, I love indie games and I want to get that, or ABCD, whatever. Anyways, so they're going to talk themselves around into a circle just like I did in this video. And hopefully with all of the things I brought up, can kind of help you to think about what you want to do, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be your decision. And I want you, as somebody like myself who enjoys gaming, to have the best experience that you could possibly have for the lifestyle and for the experiences that you enjoy having. The things I like to play are a lot different than other people's choices and what they like to play. So from my perspective, Steam Deck all the way. But yeah, I think that there's so much value in the Nintendo Switch as well, in the Nintendo Switch. So hey, anyways, thank y'all for watching this video. Hope you guys have an incredible day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Let's go.